My Bitcoin trade has just hit its take profit target, and on today's update video, I'm gonna give you guys an update on my new Ethereum trade I yesterday opened on my live stream. I will tell you why I have these trades open, what I'm thinking is happening next with the market, and of course, I am going to be doing a deep dive, giving my analysis on Bitcoin, because right now, it really seems to be that we are at the starting point of a major rally higher, just like we saw last time around here. I'm gonna be breaking it down exactly for you guys out there. I'm gonna talk about my targets, why I am ultimately gonna go out of the market, what I think is gonna be happening with the altcoin market, what I think is gonna be happening on the imminent short term, and much more important charts that are telling us something about where Bitcoin is gonna be topping out. Of course, I'm gonna talk about my trades, about Ethereum, and much more here. So don't forget to once again slap all that like button back above 1,000 likes. It will be highly appreciated. And let me jump straight away in towards today's update video. So first of all, Bitcoin has seen a major push towards the upside, and right now we're once again in this major parabolica towards the upside, and it exactly played out like I told you it was going to be playing out here. I mean, we saw this parabolica first over here, consolidation, parabolica, and then I said something similar is likely going to be happening again here because the market is ultimately looking so strong here. And if you're also looking at the 4-hourly time frame, you can see that we broke above the very important upper sloping resist line. Ever since we broke above that level, the most important chart is of course this daily high here. I talked about it so many times. I said whenever we're going to see the confirmation of a break above this level, we're going to be pushing higher. And of course, in these previous days already on the channel, I spoke very highly about this level that we were seeing a lot of strength due to the big wicks on the lower side. It exactly played out like we were predicting. Bitcoin broke above it, and now it's seeing the continuation higher. And just like we saw last time around, while we were breaking above a range here, let me remove all the drawings and break it down exactly for you guys out there. So we were basically looking at a similar range, right? We created a high in the market, and really, first of all, we saw rejection, and whenever we broke above it, we saw like a couple days of a slow move towards the upside. And eventually it got followed by a major move towards the upside. And that was a move from about $76,000 all the way up to $88,000. And I think something similar is going to be happening again here. We're seeing quite a slow break above this high right now here. But whenever we're going to be seeing that real continuation, I really think we can move up from $10,000 to $20,000 in just a matter of a few days here. And already on the spot Bitcoin ETF, we're once again starting to see major inflows coming in here. Yesterday, over $600 million got bought over here. So once again, the institutional FOMO also returned. We saw BlackRock buying over $530 million worth of Bitcoin. Also, we are right now seeing that Bitcoin is the 8th largest currency of the world here. So it's once again still growing. And just a quick fact in between here, I don't know if you guys remember, I don't know if you guys have been sticking around for a long time here, but in July 2024, Germany sold 50,000 Bitcoin they seized at approximately $57,000. And if they would have not sold it, it would have been worth $5.24 billion. So yeah, they missed out for about $2.3 billion in profit. So that is pretty insane that they sold, of course, on the low here. Actually, the moment they sold, there was a lot of panic on the market, but actually, once again, that marked the bottom. Then also, we're getting more framework for stablecoins in the Genius bill. So once again, more adoption and better rules for crypto are getting implemented in the United States of America. And then even more importantly, of course, we're seeing this major rally towards the upside. I'm saying all these targets that I think Bitcoin is going to go to $130,000. And I'm also right now saying I do think this rally is going to continue. I mean, this is of course what I have said for a very long time. But one of the reasons why I'm currently saying so is because of the fact that the funding rates are still negative. And this means that basically the majority of the traders are not trading long yet here. So the market is not overheated yet here. But whenever I am going to start to see the market is going to get overheated, it is a better time to actually exit the market and to maybe sit a little bit more on the sidelines. But so far, we have not seen this yet here. And of course, whenever this is once again going to be happening, you will be the first one to know on the channel. I mean, this is one of the best ways on how to predict whenever a market top is in here. And clearly right now, the market is totally not overheated, so we can still move higher from off this point here. One thing is very interesting, and is that futures open interest is hitting new all-time highs while the funding rates are still negative. And that basically means that we're still getting quite a lot of short orders getting filled up right now in the market. So ultimately, if Bitcoin pushes higher from this point, we could be in for one of the largest Bitcoin short squeezes in history. So yeah, very exciting times ahead of ourselves right now here. Already from the bear market bottom. I don't know if you guys have been watching my channel for so long here, but of course on the bear market bottom, I've always said this Bitcoin bull market, we're gonna go to $130 towards $140,000. And that is still my target. And maybe some people are going to say, okay, we're going to go higher than that. But personally, I don't really think so. I think we're going to create a high at $130,000, move down, and then ultimately fake everyone out. Like, oh, I told you it was not the top, go to 140. And then we probably create a short-term top here, where most certainly altcoins are going to get wrecked the most. And I really think this is the final move here. And I do think that approximately about 3 to 4 months are left in this Bitcoin bull market. So this is my expectation. I am right now seeing a very strong crossover on the MACD here. I do think the prices are going to be even stronger in the coming period ahead of ourselves. But yeah, this is just my pure opinion about the market right now here. If I'm going to be looking also about where we're currently standing in the cycle and how far we still got to go here, we still have like an approximately another 2 to 4 months, like I said earlier. I think the end of 2025, so approximately around October, maybe November, that is whenever I think the top is going to be in for the entire market. And if we're going to be looking at the Fibonacci extension levels to find some next major levels of resistance, honestly, we are right now in price discovery. And price discovery, there's not a lot of resistance that we know of, only the Fibonacci level. So the next major level of resistance is going to be $122,000. Obviously, 115, 120, these psychological levels are going to be acting as resistance. But outside of that, I don't really think we should be worrying all too much here. Then yesterday, also my stream, I opened up a new trade on Ethereum. This trade I opened up because I really think that, of course, Bitcoin is seeing the breakout. And honestly, in the last part of the cycle, it is usually Ethereum that performs the best here and that altcoins that perform the best here. And since we right now have broken above the middle side of the range here, I think we can move towards the top side of the range, which is about $4,000. So I've got a trade set up here for Ethereum to go to $4,000. And this trade, let me explain you, it's a grid trading bot here. So what it basically will do here, if Ethereum now moves towards the downside, I'm going to be buying more and more and more orders to, of course, get an average lower entry price here. And if it moves higher, I'm going to be selling my position slightly out here. So if you want to be copying my trade here, I just opened it. It's only in a few percent of profit right now here. You can still copy my exact trade right now here by going to this link description of today's video where it says copy my Ethereum trading bot here. So make sure to check it out. And also, if you press on that link or if you press on the highest link in the description of today's video, guys, if you sign up an account to Pinex already, you will get a free up to $1,000 for signing up an account. And already by signing up an account and registering using this link, guys, you will get a free $30 towards $100 reward to your account. So make sure to check it out. It's definitely super valuable. And yeah, very excited for this deposit bonus. And honestly, I'm very excited for this trade here. Now, my Bitcoin trade hit my take profit target. So I'm going to be closing this trade here, locking the $13,000 of profit. And really, guys, I'm going to be looking for the next opportunity right now here. And as soon as the markets are going to be coming in towards my range, where I think we're going to be seeing a reversal, I'm going to be loading in towards short positions, especially on the majority of these altcoins here. So yeah, it's going to be a very exciting period ahead of ourselves right now here. The trading that I'm going to be doing in the upcoming period is going to be very exciting. I am going to be using mainly grid trading bots here because it's lower risk and it's better performance. You usually get more returns with lower risk here. So that is why I like to do this. So locked in the profit on my Bitcoin trade. Absolutely amazing. Then quickly doing a deep dive into Ethereum. We got yesterday some more news that the Ethereum staking ETF is probably going to be coming here because BlackRock is really pushing for it right now. They are lobbying for it. And whenever that happens, obviously, it's going to be attracting a lot of value to Ethereum. And personally, I like to front run it. So I already have this trade running. Also on Bybit, I've got a trade running. On Bybit, I've got an account where I bought more than $400,000 worth of Ethereum, about $1,400, which is now worth about like, what is it? $1 million, including the trade, of course. So yeah, we're printing a lot of money right now here, all because of the anticipation of what is going to be happening next with Ethereum. And just like you can see on all these charts there, also in 2021, also in 2017, it is always the last 1 or 2 months where altcoins do the best here. And that is, of course, the part you do not want to be missing out on. And if you want to be missing out on that, probably you're going to be missing the craziest gains. And whenever you see those gains, you're probably going to be having FOMO. So yeah, you have to have your own opinion on it, but this is my opinion on the market right now here. And yeah, the video is already long here, so I'm going to be wrapping it up right now here. Thanks so much for watching towards this amazing new update video. I hope to see you guys back again tomorrow on another update video. Check out Pinex in the link description of today's video, and see you guys back again later. Peace out. Goodbye.